We're Diane Kim and Noella Gu, founders of Empathy Engine. Empathy Engine is an AI-driven platform that transforms special needs service learning into something schools can actually scale: consistent lessons and measurable developmental impact. Our mission is simple: make sure a child's progress doesn't reset every time a volunteer leaves. Empathy is powerful, but empathy without structure disappears. Every weekend, we showed up at residential centers for children with developmental delays. We brought activity sheets, we tried language exercises, we did our best, and then we left. We logged 6 hours of service to meet our diploma requirements, while we logged zero data on what the child actually learned and what support they needed next time. But when we graduate and the next group takes over, the routine resets and progress breaks. This creates fragmented learning and a discontinuous curriculum. The system measures attendance, but it doesn't measure development, which is the only thing that truly matters. The core problem isn't motivation, it's continuity and accountability. We call this the volunteer quality gap. The gap between what children actually need, structured intervention, and what rotating, untrained volunteers can realistically deliver. This gap turns service trips into inconsistent playdates instead of a real growth system. From our research and focus groups, we identified 4 systematic pain points. First, children become passive recipients instead of active learners. Second, untrained volunteers freeze when a child's behavior changes off script and they don't know how to adapt. Third, high turnover creates a continuity crisis. And fourth, educators burn out because over half their time is spent on logistics and paperwork, not supporting the children.
Special needs education and therapy is a large, recurrent, and expensive market because progress requires repetition and structure. Empathy Engine targets the wasted layer in this ecosystem. Service programs that consume time and resources but generate no measurable outcomes and therefore can't compound progress. Our beachhead market is international schools and high schools running service programs, partnered with residential care centers. This is a strong starting point because schools already have budgets, supervision structures, and recurring volunteer pipelines. Right now, the alternative falls into 3 categories. First, manual static service routines. Second, speech therapy apps. Third, service learning and management tools. None of these solve continuity, volunteer support, and impact measurement end to end. Empathy Engine stands apart from all 3 by not just positioning itself as an educational tool, but by going above and beyond to serve as an infrastructure layer for special needs service learning. We delivered 3 outputs end to end. First, automated planning and compliance for schools. Second, real-time instructional support for volunteers. Third, measurable progress reporting for care centers. So instead of being volunteer dependent, the entire programs become volunteer agnostic and progress compounds over time. Empathy Engine works as a 3-phase pipeline. Before the session, our activity planning agent generates a complete service trip plan. During the session, our digital co-pilot guides the volunteer in real time. After the session, our session analyzing agent produces an impact report and updates a longitudinal service lifelong. This is how we turn sporadic service into a continuous system. The user journey is simple. Step 1, a supervisor uploads a learner profile, language level preferences, sensory triggers. Step 2, Empathy Engine generates a structured plan and volunteer script. Step 3, during the visit, the digital co-pilot supports interaction live. Step 4, after the session, the platform generates an impact report showing what improved and what needs work next time. Empathy Engine isn't built on one model, it's built on a workflow. Together, this turns service learning from a human-dependent activity into a scalable system. 2 things matter most for credibility: measurement and responsibility. We measure outcomes using repeatable indicators like vocabulary acquisition, turn-taking, and engagement duration. And we implement AI responsibly. The system does not diagnose, does not replace therapists, and keep caregivers in control. Our goal is not to automate care, it's to standardize quality and continuity. Our business model separates the payer from beneficiary. Schools subscribe because we save staff time, reduce risk, and improve program quality. Care centers receive the hardware and platform at low cost because they are the impact recipients. This model allows us to scale sustainability while keeping access equitable. To ensure real-world adoption, our next step is validating 2 things early. First, whether our digital co-pilot improves volunteer consistency in live sessions. Second, whether our metrics reliably reflect real developmental progress over time. We'll start with a small number of partner schools and residential centers, run repeated pilots, and track outcomes across multiple visits, not just a single session. From there, we'll refine the workflow with expert feedback and scale through school subscriptions that subsidize access for care centers. We're building Empathy Engine because we've lived this problem, and we know this gap is real. Because every child deserves more than a well-intentional visit. They deserve consistent growth. This is Empathy Engine. Thank you.